PUBG Sports fans, I'm your PUBG Sports guide, Annie, and I'm here with Paper Thin. Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while. What's up, guys?
So we are here to talk about PUBG Nations Cup 2025, and it's back again in Seoul.
Yeah, and it's really exciting this year. We've got more teams coming. We've got a bigger event. I am so stoked for this year's PNC.
So we'll have 24 teams for the first time in the PUBG Nations Cup, and we'll have 5 days of tournament starting from 23rd July.
So I'm really excited. We've got 6 new countries being represented here. We've got France, Poland, Spain, the Philippines, Sweden, and Malaysia all joining us for the first time at PNC. We also are bringing back Denmark and India as well to round out the 8 new teams that are going to be coming to PNC this year.
As we have 24 teams in PNC 2025, we have a different format coming in. We have 2 days of survival stage and 3 days of final stage. So in the final stage, top 8 teams from PNC 2024 will be waiting for the rest of the 8 teams who will be qualifying from the survival stage.
It's a longer format. That's super cool. It's going to give a chance for some of these new teams and new regions that are going to be appearing to really showcase what they're made of. And I guarantee we're going to see some big upsets, some big moments from some of these new countries.
So one more thing that is very exciting in PNC 2025 is that we'll be implementing new features to unify the gameplay with rank mode, like recall system, BRDM, and the red zones.
Yeah, this is really cool. I mean, I think especially things like the recall system are going to open up some new opportunities for teams. It could result in some cool situations with hot drops, for example, where if your team wins the hot drop, but you lose a couple players, you can get them back quickly. Things like that are going to be really impactful in the decision-making process for these squads.
Yeah, it was always hard to adjust to the new feature, but it always results in very exciting moments, so I'm really anticipating the game.
Yeah, and I think it's really cool with these new features that we're going to see the best players on the planet adapting on the fly here at PNC. So it's going to be really cool to see what they're going to showcase with these new features.
Yeah, so I also can't wait to find out how these top players adjust to these new features in the gold competition. Yeah, so let's move on to the 24 teams participating in PNC 2025. So first, let's talk about the top 8 teams from PNC 2024, which will be waiting in the final stage. So let's start with Team Korea, who's aiming for 3-peat in the PUBG Nations Cup. So we have slightly different roster this time, with Cumin and Raining coming in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously this is going to be one of the teams that is going to be on everyone's radar to be the favorite. Yes, we know Seoul and Salute, great players internationally. We've seen it time and again. Yumin has done a great job with the Freaks, being that IGL, being that leader. And then you've got Raining from T1, who has really showcased his individual ability with that squad. So this is a team that is still going to have a lot of firepower.
Yeah, in the team-wise, Seoul's D plus Kia is not performing that well in the global or regional series, but I know he has a potential to play well in the global tournament, so that would be a key on this team too. So let's see if Team Korea can make this records of 3 consecutive wins in PUBG Nations Cup. Next, we have Team USA, the runner-up of PNC 2024, who missed the trophy by just only 1 point. We also have Shrimzy, Kickstart, Party Curdy, the same roster from last year, and we have Alo instead of Sneakers.
This is a really stacked team. I mean, everybody saw it last year with such an exciting finish in PNC 2024. This team looking to do what they couldn't last year and get the big win. Alo, a great player. It's hard to believe this is his first PNC. And then you've got the classic, Shrimzy, Kickstart, Pretty Curdy, brilliant IGL. So this is a really strong team.
Next is Team Thailand. We have Fluky and Jacob in the list again, and Rossity Jr. coming back. And we have Kiss, who have showed extraordinary performances in PGS 7-8.
Yeah, so Kiss is a player that's been on everybody's list since PGS 7 and 8. He played so well out there. Everybody has high expectations for Thailand now. This is a really good team with Rossita Jr., the veteran IGL, who should be leading this team. They might be a little bit more passive, but they're still really, really strong in the fire-to-power department.
Yeah, I also think that this team is really balanced. So next is Team Vietnam, which is one of the most consistent team in PUBG Nations Cup, never going lower than 4th. We still have Himas, the superstar in Vietnam here, but we have 3 new players coming in PNC, Tanvu, Dolan, and Soloji.
Yeah, this is an exciting team, right? You've got two players from the defending PGC champions of the Expendables in Panvu and Delwyn. So Lalzi getting his first shot. He's been such a strong player, a great role player for so long for his region. And obviously Himas, one of the most exciting players on the planet.
Yeah, as Himas didn't qualify to the last PGSs, I think a lot of Global fans would be missing his clutch play. Let's see how they play in PNC. Next is Team Brazil. Here, Sparking is only returning player, and I still remember that mortar play against Team USA last year.
This is such a strong squad. I mean, obviously Sparking, one of the best individual players we have in PUBG esports. And then you're bringing in some great new players. Santastico, who had that crazy clutch at PGS earlier this year. BL has been incredible. And Posa, one of the best salvage point players we have out there. So this is a really well-balanced, strong team.
So next is another South American team, Team Argentina. These players are quite familiar. They have been playing in PUBG Nations Cup in and out, so I think most of them would be familiar.
Absolutely. This is a team full of veterans, guys who really know how to play in PNC, how to adjust to these lobbies. They always come out and surprise in the best ways possible. So this is a team that I am no longer doubting. I have high hopes for Argentina.
So these four players have played in Fiumba together. So I think they'll show a great teamwork together. Coming up next is Team China with Xleft, Mingming, and Xiao Didi, and Lil Ghost coming in for the first time. I think this roster is the best version of Team China so far.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. For me, this might be my favorite team coming into this event. I think this is the best roster that China's ever fielded. I mean, you've got PGS champions, you've got PCL champions, you have a PGC champion on this team, you have tremendous firepower. If you're talking about some of the best players on the planet, if I was putting together a top 20 list, I think all four of those players are on there.
Team China always had a great expectation, but didn't meet that expectation so far. But I think this roster can do it, so let's see how they do. Finally, we've got Team Australia with so many familiar teams. Tiggleton, Flood, Luke, and Monty, they have played in PNC for so long together, so I think they could show us the good performance this year.
Yeah, I really hope so. I mean, Luke, this is his 5th consecutive PNC, one of the few players that is able to claim that achievement. What a tremendous career he's had. Tiggleton obviously really performed very well during PGS, so I'm expecting big things out of him. And then there's Monty and Flood, who are really consistent players in their own right. So I think this could be a really strong PNC for Australia again.
We also have 16 teams that have to survive from the survivor stage to compete in the final stage with the top 8 teams that we've been talking about so far. And let's start with the 6 teams that always have been in the PNC. First is Team Canada. They're always here, but not that strong.
Yeah, it seems like maybe Canada needs an X factor. So this year you've got Joshi coming in. He's been playing really well in the regional series. So hopefully they can step up and show us some really good performances.
And I heard that K-Mind is coaching Team Canada. I remember the Team Canada with K-Mind in PNC 2019 where they had ranked 3rd. So let's see what happened to the Team Canada this time. Yeah, next we have Team Chinese Taipei with the familiar roster for us.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of players that you should know from various different global events. This is a team that can surprise. We've seen it before where teams from Chinese Taipei are really strong in international events, so don't count them out.
Next is Team Germany. We always have this similar roster in Team Germany, and how do you see?
I mean, I think this is a team that has a lot of potential because sometimes they'll come out with some unorthodox plays, especially it's Chris. We know what he's capable of, how he can think outside of the box. So definitely there's potential here, for sure.
So next is Team Japan, who ranked 9th in the PNC 2024, almost making it into the final stage.
Yeah, so this is a team that I'm really hoping shows us a new level this year. I'm hoping they play with a bit more confidence, a bit more aggression. So we saw last year that they can win chicken dinners at PNC. I want to see some more of that. I want to see some big kill numbers from them. Hopefully they can step up.
Let's move on to Team Turkey with Kodmarko playing in 3 consecutive PNCs.
Yeah, this is a region that I think we have high expectations for coming into PNC because of how many good aimers there are in Turkey. But so far the results haven't always been that good. So I'm kind of hoping that these guys step up this time around. You got a good mix of veteran players and new players. So hopefully this will be a good result.
Finally, it's Team UK. They're back with the totally same roster with PNC 2024, we know that this team has potential because they were the defending champion of PNC 2022 and second in PNC 2023.
Yeah, for UK, it should be very different expectations coming into this year. Compared to what the results were last year, this should be a threat. This should be a team that people are looking at to potentially win this event. I really think that it's going to be different this year. You've just got too many good players on this squad.
So following 4 teams are the teams that have been in and out in the PNCs. First is Team India. They're back in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have India back. You've got a team that was able to qualify through their region to get here and really could have some strong performances. I mean, they're really looking to showcase that, you know, they belong on these global stages. They want to compete and show what their country is made of, and I definitely think there could be some good players that are going to surprise.
So following is Team Indonesia. They have ranked 16th in the last PNC, but they did show some impressive plays.
Yeah, exactly. They showed that they can be a disruptive force at these events. They threw off Team Korea. They kind of stalled out Team Japan a little bit there towards the end. So this is a region that you can't count out. There's too many good players on this team. They've been around for forever in PUBG esports, so you gotta watch out for this squad.
Yeah, and Team Denmark is also back in PNC with Beamy and Gustav, like the familiar names.
Yeah, they're going to be your headliners for this squad for sure. Definitely can do some damage. We know there's good players. Avenger's going to be coaching, so I'm really looking to see them step up.
Next is Team Norway, who came to the PNC for the first time last year with James and IT, also the familiar names.
Absolutely. I mean, James is a superstar. He's been around since day one of PUBG esports. He's good for a great moment at seemingly every event he's at. I mean, last year he won before Brazil, so he's definitely quite good. And this whole team should be pretty strong.
Next, we should talk about the 6 teams that are making debut in PNC this year. First is Team Malaysia. They're new, but we know some of these players, especially Shen.
No doubt. Shen is one of the best players we have in PUBG esports. Everybody on this team has global experience at some form or another, so this should be a pretty good team. I mean, Malaysia really should be a dark horse in this tournament. They are really, really good.
Yeah, and also the Team Philippines. We know some players from Archangel Predator with Witness and PJC.
Yeah, I'm really excited to have the Philippines here. This is a region that has had some good performances regionally and even globally a little bit, so I think this team could step up and really make a big splash here at PNC.
And there are some European teams with the familiar names, like Team Poland with Marcelek.
Oh yeah, everybody knows Marcelek. He's a great streamer. Cappy as well joining him and a couple new players, so this is a team that definitely should be a threat.
Yeah, in Team Sweden, we have Fuzzface here, finally in PNC.
The legend returns, so we get to see Fuzzface at PNC. Very exciting for us and for the fans, so can't wait to see what Sweden's able to accomplish.
And last, we have Team Spain and Team France, which we don't really have a lot of information about.
Yeah, at the global level, we're not too sure about these players. However, the way I would look at this is your opportunity to showcase to everybody in PUBG esports what you're capable of, what your country is capable of. So now is the time to step up and put up some big performances.
So it's our 5th PUBG Nations Cup, so there are players who have been coming in new, but also the veteran players who have participated in all PUBG Nations Cup. Do you know who that is?
Yes, so we have, I believe, 4 players who played in every PNC so far. So we already mentioned Luke 12 earlier, and you've got Vard as well for Team UK. What a lad. He's been at every single one. These guys are absolutely incredible.
Also, Leo has participated in all 5 PNCs. Even though Chinese Taipei teams are not participating in global tournaments these days, Leo will still show his veteran plays in PUBG Nations Cup. And also we have It's Chris. He has participated in all 5 PUBG Nations Cup, but as a coach for once. But he's also a veteran player, so let's see how these teams with these veteran players perform in PNC 2025. So we've gone through all 24 teams participating in PUBG Nations Cup 2025, and based on the information that we've talked about today, we'd like to showcase our top 3 teams coming in PNC 2025. And here's our pick. So So as you can see, PUBG Nations Cup has scaled up more than ever in 2025, and it's same in the item. We also have the Pick'em challenge that we usually have every year. We also have 24 helmet items representing each national team, so you can check out and game shop.
And of course, we have the Pick'em Challenge, one of my favorite things about PUBG esports. We have Pick the Winner. You can pick up to 9 teams this time around for who you think is going to win the event. And we have the Team Face-Off, where you get to pick between 2 rival teams who you think is going to do better.
The scale happens in offline events too. We have plenty of things to experience on site. We'll have some exciting booths, various events to participate, and meet and greets where you can meet your favorite players. And we also have the PNC 2025 exclusive merch that you can buy on site, like national uniforms, mouse pads, and windbreakers, and also t-shirts. So please check out and get your hands on it. That's not all. We have special performances ready in the final stage. First day of the final stage, we'll have a world-class fit boxer, Wayne, Hiss, and Hellcat. And in the last day of the final stage, we'll have Aspa perform dark arts for the first time. So please look forward to this great performances too.
Yeah, I'm so excited for all the things we've got going on at PNC in 2025. It's one of my favorite parts about the event is seeing all the fans and all the cool stuff that's going to be happening.
Yeah, so this scaled up PUBG Nations Cup 2025 will kick off in July 23rd till 27th at Ticket Link Live Arena in Seoul. Will Team Korea achieve the three-peat or will the new champion arise? Please check out in the upcoming PNC 2025. We'll see you in Seoul. Bye-bye!